My name is Vincent Petitfils. I work for Primagaz France. We are a gas distributor based in France. I'm Chief Transformation Officer within the Primagaz office, looking after leading our digital transformation, making overall company a more digital place, more efficient, leading projects, IT, data, and also continuous improvement as the engine for our transformation. Every year we distribute more than 5 million cylinders across different channels to supply gas to our customers. And one of the challenges we face is how to recover the cylinders when they are empty, to reuse them, refill them, and put them back in service. This coupled with seasonality means we also have some specific moments of the year when we want to make sure we have enough. And the whole challenges we're facing is how do I know how many cylinders I need? When do I get them back? What actions can I put in place to improve the recovery? And this is where the project started. So when we looked at this problem, we realized actually the lack of process oversight was really something hurting us, both in terms of understanding the business process, how it works, but also because it was fragmented across different systems and across different parts of the organization. So actually when you try to understand how to improve and you don't have clear oversight on the process, it proves really challenging, and this is where we needed a bit of help. The first, in many cases, when we have a problem, we sort of already know what's in there. What was really different about this project is we knew the starting point was to first get some insights, gather information, understand the root causes, before we could actually then set actions towards the more priority challenges we had. So really what made the difference is the ability to dig, find insights, and then translate it into actions. So what really makes a difference when you are on these projects is you don't have all the answers from start. Meaning what was really important to us was collaboration, people who could understand what the Saloni system could do, but also a real understanding of the business processes. And this is really what clicked on this project, is we could really have at the table both people that can explain the business problems, but also people who could help understand them, shape the answers. And this is what really worked in our collaboration. Let's say a very tangible impact is that we managed to reduce quite significantly our capital investment. But beyond just the financials, I would say we really gained oversight on how the process works, how the teams can work together, and we really found some places of improvements that we didn't expect in the first place, which I think really helps us build on operational efficiency and for future applications later on. At the very beginning, the project looked very much like an IT project, saying, so okay, we have issues across systems not communicating, which was part of the answer, but actually what we did find out, a lot of improvements could come through process. So making sure people were actually using the right procedure, making sure we had a way to check when things were not typed in properly. And this insight only could really help us improve the performance by quite a lot. And this is not an insight we had managed to identify without this project. So this is an excellent example for us of what Primagaz is striving to do. So Primagaz is moving to be a more digital company, more data-driven, and driving towards operational efficiency and also giving a better experience to our customers. This project embodies all of it, and at the heart is the ability to get some concrete data and analysis to drive process improvements, which is what we embed in every improvement programs we are building at the moment. So when we looked at it, of course, what's really good when you have a successful pilot is that you start looking at what this could do in other parts of the business. And what we see is there are other areas, for instance in sales or in procurement, where we could see that looking into our processes could probably yield some results as well. So that's definitely something we want to investigate. AI, we already have a few use cases as well, because again, the good thing when you have a stable process and clean data, then you can start looking at automation, putting some intelligence layer. One really strong learning for us is start small. So start with a real business problem that you understand, something you need to solve. You may not know how to solve it, but at least you need to be clear on what business objective you're looking for. Then when you first do this, you will find a lot of insights. And what's really important, focus on the first insights you have, prioritize, deliver this, and then move on. So it's then you can start having benefits. So my real advice would be business problems and start small.